late. Oh, hey everybody. Welcome to Rooster on the Road. His morning crow. We're here. We're queer. We're getting ourselves into gear. He's friggin' starving. But that's okay. We're going to do this first. And I apologize for being an hour late. I got back to Ventura about midnight, climbed in bed, woke up about 8, was like, I can't get up. Snooze, snooze, snooze. And then by the time I got up, I was like, oh shit, I have all of these things I have to do before I can go live. So that's why I ended up being as late as I am. Hey, buddy, Johnny's here. Hi. Yes, I'm in Ventura. I'm back home with my punk family. These awesome people who have taken me in. They're so great. I love them. And it's so nice and warm here. This breeze. Hey, David. And these oranges behind me with this orange tree. I'm living the life. It's good. Yeah, right? Yeah, and I like Ventura. I'm going to see if I can maybe try to perform here maybe. We'll see. Just like in a coffee shop or something, right? Like, why not? Yeah, I went to all of these. Well, not all of these. I went to 2 different queer parties, queer events, queer bars, all out in San Francisco. And I had a great time. But I also felt like a little intimidated and also felt like I can't just like, oh, thanks, Johnny. Yay, I appreciate that. Yeah, I want to do more of that stuff. I gotta practice and get better at those things because I know that I can do them. It's just about practice. I think it's like, it's all the things. It's ADHD, it's procrastination, it's depression, it's all of that stuff that prevents you from just like sitting down and practicing and getting better at something. But he's gonna do it. I swear. I appreciate that feedback because then when people tell me those things, it makes me actually more likely to do the thing. So thank you. It's been such a wild ride, and I'm only halfway through. Hanging out in Ventura for a little while longer, a few more days, and then I have somebody in actually another drag king on Instagram invited me to go to a show with them in Long Beach, which is cool. So I get to go to Long Beach, but I have to find my own accommodation. So we're gonna see if I can get some sort of cheap room somewhere. Maybe couch surfing. I'll look into that. Yeah. Show at Long Beach and then off to see my daddy-o in Arizona and Mama P. It'll be so nice to be in the middle of the desert too with a giant cactus. There's like 30-foot tall cactus in where my dad lives. And Johnny, you know that he sold the place, right? So this is the last time, which is like, oh, my heart. The last time I'm going to get to hang out at this place. So yeah, I'm excited to go. And I miss my dad. So it's going to be really good. And then after that, it's off to Texas. Ooh, doggone, Rooster's going to Texas. But that feels like that's a little bit further along. So that's in the future. Today and the next few days, we're here in Ventura. It's so nice and relaxing. He's going to just chill. Hey, Zaddy. So sad. Yeah. I'm happy for them, I guess, because they're going to get to do, hello, Rose Petal, what they want to do with their lives. Like my dad and his wife are retired and they have a house in Arizona, and then they have their other house in BC. And the house in Arizona, it like every time they come back there's so much work to do, and they're getting older. They want to travel the world more. They want to go to Europe, all of this. So it doesn't really make sense to them to have 2 houses. So they're going to sell the one in Arizona. And it's sad, but it also it's good for them. So they can do what they want to do. And they had it for a while. They made all these friends. Last time I talked to them, I called them and they were drunk at the Rocky, what's it called? The River Bottom. They were at the River Bottom bar. And it was cute. My dad, just a silly goof, big silly goof, like me. Alrighty, so shall we read from the Book of Awakening now? February 10th says, what your life asks of you. How are you tending to the emerging story of your life? Carol Hedges and Francis Vaughan, they quoted this together. It was like one person said one word and then the next person said the other word, and they went back and forth. That's how I imagine it. Otherwise, why would both their names be there? It says, how are you tending to the emerging story of your life? Carol Hedges and Francis Vaughan. Like many of us, I seem to be continually challenged not to hide who I am. Over and over, I keep finding myself in situations that require me to be all of who I am in order to make my way through. Preach. Whether breaking a pattern of imbalance with a lifelong friend or admitting my impatience to listen to my lover, or owning my envy of a colleague. I'm that Vincent one. Or even confronting the self-centeredness of strangers stealing parking spaces, I find I must be present. Johnny, yes. I'm going to imagine anything co-written to be word by word now. Yeah, it was like, okay, now what's the next word going to be? Okay, good one. Okay, now it's going to be... Yes, exactly. I find I must be present, even if I say nothing. Yeah. I find I must not suppress my full nature or my life doesn't emerge. And I'm feeling this right now, just like as a small thing. I was hanging out with somebody the last few days. Very, very nice guy. Cutie, sweet, smart, all the things. If I wasn't queer and it wasn't in love, you never know. It's a very, very sweet guy. But talked a lot. So talky. And I'm actually kind of used to that. I can be super freaking talky too, right, Johnny? You know it. But like, I don't know, people like my mom, people like my best friend, I end up just freaking listening, just being quiet and just okay, yeah, and I'm like, I'm so tired from just listening and keeping track of everything they're saying to be able to even have anything to say back. So then they just talk the entire time, and I'm not bitter about this. I'm just, every time I'm noticing that a part of me is being suppressed, or that a part of me, like this being present, even if I say nothing, that's what I've been noticing. Being aware that this is happening. Oh, I'm not actually that quiet of a guy. Not actually not talkative. I'm just not being able to be talkative right now because somebody else is. So being present with that, I think is doing the thing. Is doing the thing even if I don't say anything. Even if I don't say, "Hey, you're talking a lot. Can you shut up?" Like, I don't want to do that. So just like acknowledging, like, okay, yes, I'm listening, and that doesn't mean that that the talky person is not in there. It's just that right now they're not showing themselves, and that's okay. Take turns. You take turns. Hey, Mark, thanks for feeding my dinosaur. Hi, Carlos. Okay. Anyways, or my life doesn't emerge. That's what it says. Find I must not suppress my full nature. So even if you say nothing, find ways that you are not suppressing your full nature. Aside from the feeling of integrity or satisfaction that comes over me when I can fully be myself, I am finding that being who I am, not hiding any of myself, is a necessary threshold. Oh, hello, little bee. that I must meet or my life will not evolve. Says, I'm finding that being who I am, not hiding any of myself, is a necessary threshold I must meet or my life will not evolve. It is a doorway I must make my way to or nothing happens. My life just stalls. Yes. Tending our stories means that our lies must open if we are to live in the mystery. Our ways of hiding, no matter how subtle, must relax open if we are to be. And that feels exactly like it's directly speaking to what I was just talking about, like being a listener, being somebody who's just quiet and listening. Like, that's not really me, but I find myself in that pattern a lot. And that's a way of hiding. And it's a subtle way of hiding. And I can just feel the difference between shutting myself down and being quiet and relaxing open and being quiet. Like, maybe not like needing to listen so intently or needing to meet this person's need of being listened to. Just let them talk, and relaxing as they're talking, even if your mind's not able to hear it all. Then you're like, yeah, sorry, I don't know what you just said. Can you say it again? Or like, yeah, you're right. So what about this? The relaxing open, I think, is resonating right now. That was our lesson. What is our meditation for today? It says, center yourself and meditate on the emerging story of your life. Breathe slowly and consider what your life asks of you so that you can emerge, so that it can emerge. Courage and relaxation. Breathe fully and consider how you can better meet this inner requirement. What did I say? Courage and relaxation. And the way that I can better meet this inner requirement is by not worrying about what other people are going to think or feel, or even, about your presence. Whether people are going to leave. Like, Johnny, I don't know if you're here anymore, but it says you're gone. And like, a part of got smacked in the head. A part of Rooster being the Rooster and allowing these like empty spaces like I just did, that takes courage and relaxation. And I guess part of what prevents it for me is being afraid that people are going to lose interest. People are going to leave. And so that's what it is required, is me not worrying about that, whether people are going to leave or not. Abandonment. It all goes back down to abandonment. Preventing you from being your full self, I guess, Preventing you from even discovering your full self. All right. Well, that's all for now, my dear darlings. This guy's going to go ahead and find something to eat because he's hungry. And then we're going to see what else we're going to do. Maybe relax a little bit. I slept with my contacts in, actually, so my eyes are tired. I should take those out. Bad boy. Bye, everybody. Thanks, Johnny. It was nice having you here, sweet brother, dear. And everybody on Bigo, thanks for being here, guys. Remember, I'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. PST. And I let you know on Instagram as a story. So if you go on Bigo or YouTube and I'm not there, check out my Instagram stories because I try to let know about that. You can never fail. You can never fail if you never give up. Your goals might change. Your path might change, right? Failure is not a failure. It's an opportunity. Somebody else said that. But the Rooster says you can never fail if you never give up. Pick yourself up. Keep going. Number 2. Everybody is somebody, so who are you? That's the journey. That's the goal. That's what we're trying to do here. Number 3, if you ever feel down, all you have to do is look in the mirror and say, she's a woman, and Miss Cracker will be with you. Or you can say, cock-a-doodle-doo, and this cocky-doodle-doo will be with you too. Take care now. Bye-bye. See you next time. Thank you.